protest song for the environment. The elements, earth, wind, and fire have the fire has taken on a terrible dimension. Now the song spells out a deeper wisdom than those who sang the or imagined. Crossing the Tumenskaya region. Tumen is the capital of a region that produces most of the Commonwealth's. The oil industry has. Pollution is destroying the landscape. This flame is money burning. Natural gas pipelines are broken and beyond repair. The gas is. The air stinks of chemicals. Leonid Brezhnev ran the Soviet Union from 1964 until his death in 1982. His reign became known as the period of stagnation. These old men brought the country to the brink of ruin, an impoverished society desperately in need of modernization. The oil industry started in Siberia in the 1960s. Tumen prospered under Brezhnev with an attitude of develop at all costs and damn the consequences. The region will be paying for those policies for decades. But Tumen is no longer a stronghold of stagnation. Glasnost has liberated the nation's media. This is the weekly editorial meeting of a Tumen newspaper. Their stories have exposed corruption and social problems in the city. Their readership has trebled. Alya Pozhidayeva and her husband, Valery Turin, write the paper's environmental feature stories. Both have received threats over articles they've written, but they refuse to be intimidated.
Recent changes in the country affected many spheres of our life, including journalism. We can now talk about things that we wouldn't have before. We began to look into subjects that earlier were close to us. Able, not allowed to touch many important subjects. Now we can say more, with more truth.
Alya and Valery are flying north to the oil fields centered around the city of Nizhny Vartovsk. Nizhny Vartovsk was built as an oil town. 250,000 people live here, with 80,000 working in the oil industry. These apartment blocks are new, but badly built. The social facilities are poor, the landscape is desolate, and the air acrid. The Tyumen region yields close to 1 billion barrels of oil each year. Much of the oil is lost, but the resources that are saved provide badly needed foreign currency.
Accidents. Yes, of course. There are lots of accidents, especially now. The large pipelines just break up. They are all very old. Before, if the pipeline broke, it would be like a tragedy. Everyone would come, all the superiors would come and have a look. But nowadays, they don't seem to notice it.
There are miles of pipes buried underground. The pipes corrode and burst. The oil spreads. It congeals on the forest floor. Huge forest fires break out. Thousands of square miles of pristine forest have been destroyed. It seeps down into the water table. Lakes are filling with oil. Vladimir Bowden works as a rigger.
Yes, but how can I explain it to you? I have regrets. If our ancestors saw the way we worked, they'd be proud. We gave it all we have. Doesn't mean that we wanted this. It's a pity, of course, that it happened. It's distressing to see all this. Me and my son went fishing. We didn't catch any fish. My kid is very little. He asked, "Why haven't we caught anything? Are there any fish here at all?" He couldn't understand it, and I couldn't explain it to him. So we left. I know there will be a time when we'll be condemned, and my son will say, you made all this mess. Now we say what was done was due to the stagnation period. It's not our fault. We blame the old people for the times of stagnation. But in the future, this nature that was destroyed, it will be blamed on us. It's a great pity and a shame, but that's what will happen. I don't know what can be done.
Red Express will continue on Discovery Journal.